What is up, guys? Welcome back to Dan's Reviews, and today we're going to be doing our discussion topic video for The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 14, our first one for this week on, what's today, Tuesday? Yeah, my head's mixed up. Tuesday, and so today we're going to be doing a video on basically, I heard a lot of people that wanted to, hear my opinions on this, and that is of, do I personally think that we will see Gregory rat out, so to speak, Daryl and Maggie? Now, this is interesting because, of course, if you don't remember, Rick told Negan in episode 4 of this season that grave in Alexandria was for Maggie. So the Saviors are under the conclusion, at least Negan thinks, that Maggie is dead. So that means that probably most of the Saviors probably think that Maggie is not alive and she is dead, and all that kind of stuff. So now, will Gregory rat out Daryl, as well? Not just Maggie, but Daryl. I think if he rats out Daryl, Daryl's dead. I mean, it's just that simple. But, I could personally see them, even if he did rat out Maggie, I could see Maggie actually still surviving. I could maybe even see him just kind of being like, well, that's what, I can't punish you. You didn't do anything. You just sat there and watched your husband die. Really, I could see Simon saying that. Even though he's a mean guy, I think he'd say, well, really, it's not your fault because you're not the one that lied about being dead. It was Rick that lied about you being dead. So, yeah. And then we also don't even know if Negan kind of kept that story to himself that Maggie's dead, or if he told the Saviors. Now, Negan likes to share a lot of stuff with the Saviors, so we don't really know if the Saviors are under the impression that Maggie's dead, or if it's just Negan that knows, because that's one thing. But we're not even sure if Simon knows. But the one thing, though, is that I think Daryl, right? If he rats out Daryl, I think that's when the trouble's going to start. And I think we would definitely see Daryl die right away. I don't think he'd kill him in front of Maggie. I think he would bring him back to Alexandria and have Rick do it for, have Rick kill him with the hatchet. Like you said, you keep that hatchet handy. You're gonna need it if he shows up with you people, and it won't turn out the way it did for your boy. Boom, boom, right? And then they go, right? So I think it's probably gonna go pretty bad if Gregory rats out Daryl. And the reason why this discussion topic's even coming into play is because in the promo, Gregory said, there might be somebody here that is that might not deal with people that well, and that would take over, right? Instead of me. Simon's kind of looking at him in the promo, and he's like, who? He's looking at him. Gregory's like right here, and he's like, who? So I can understand where Simon is coming from, where he wants to know who he's talking about, because he wants to know that when they go to the hilltop, they're not going to get killed. Maybe not all of them, because I don't think one person can take out tons of people. It's not Carol, right? But, there could be someone. Basically what Gregory's telling him is that there could be someone that actually kills one of your people, and then that's going to be emotional and all that kind of stuff. So, it is. I think, obviously, he is probably going to try to rat out Daryl and Maggie. And it looks like in the promo, they are running for their lives. I mean, they are trying to hide. They're hiding in this house or whatever. And it looks like they're in, a dark room or something. And the door's slightly open. So, is Simon on the other side of the door or something? Maybe talking to Gregory or something? Are they in Gregory's closet in his room? And Simon and Gregory are in there talking, in just one door away? Oh man, that'd be intense. Yeah, that'd be pretty intense. So will Daryl and Maggie get ratted out? I think Maggie, to be honest with, I think if he does, it'll be fine. But I think if Gregory is gonna rat out Maggie, he's gonna rat out Daryl too. Otherwise, he's not gonna rat out anybody. Otherwise, he's either not gonna rat out both of them, or he's gonna rat out both of them. I don't think he's just gonna rat out one. Because then he'll know that if, then Simon's gonna open the door and he's gonna see two people, right? Two people that, he's gonna probably kill. Now again, who says he's gonna kill Maggie? I could see him letting Maggie live. Now Daryl, on the other hand, I think he'll kill him. I think he'll have, or not him personally. I think he'll have Rick kill him. So I think they better make sure that Daryl is not found, right? Because that could be pretty messy, right? Now, there is an event in the Walking Dead comic book series that I want to talk about real quick. I don't have the book with me. It's on the shelf. But basically, when all the communities are ready to go, probably in the finale or so, the communities are ready to go, they're ready to fight, and they show up at nighttime, and this is when the war gets started, right? So basically, Rick and all the communities, they go at Negan Sanctuary in the middle of the night, midnight, basically, and basically what happens, kind of the way the war gets started, is that Rick has a pistol, probably his Colt Python, I forget, and basically he shoots, he basically shoots two shots off, and Negan and the Saviors come out off the big balcony or whatever, one of the big balconies, and basically, Negan is just mad, but he's kind of scared because he knows that they're outnumbered and that Rick's not going to surrender, but then he's like, oh, wait. And then in the comic book series, he brings out Gregory, and basically we find out that he's actually captured Gregory, and he says, I'll kill him, if you don't surrender. You can surrender and we'll give you Gregory back. And Gregory's sitting there all scared, right? So, and in the comic book series, they don't surrender. So, it's pretty interesting, and the war kind of gets started, right? But in the TV series, will they change that for maybe Daryl and Maggie being captured, right? And if you guys remember from the comic book series, it was Gregory that was captured. In the TV series, maybe they'll have Daryl and Maggie be captured, and Negan will try to force Rick to surrender in the finale for them too, right? And maybe Rick and them will go in anyway and try to save them somehow. So maybe Daryl will give Rick like a look, like as if just go for it. We'll get out of here, right? So it's very, very crazy because they're building up to this all-out war, but then when they get there, they're kind of forced to surrender, but then they go in anyways because that's how much they want to take Negan out. And their plan is amazing, but they're risking losing both Maggie and Daryl if that happens in the TV series instead of just Gregory in the comic book series. Because in the comic book series, Gregory almost dies. He doesn't quite die, but Negan basically tries to kill him and it doesn't work. I'm not going to spoil that part. But Gregory, he has a near-death experience, let's just say. And it's pretty severe. So, I really do think they could do something where they have Daryl and Maggie captured, or maybe just Daryl, because like I said, he could just leave Maggie alone, because she didn't really do anything to him personally. She just lost Glenn, and she didn't even do anything. It was Rick that lied to Negan about her being dead. So I could see Simon letting her go and just capturing Daryl, because that could be big for the season finale. And if they kill Daryl, I'm going to punch Negan, man. Not really. But, they better not kill Daryl, is all I'm saying. So, because he's a target, like Rosita said. Every second he's out there, he's a target. Because, there's so many saviors. All the saviors are surrounding all these different communities. And Daryl is kind of, he was at the kingdom, and now he's on his way to the hilltop. I'm surprised he made it to the hilltop, to be honest with you. And he's going at every single different community to try to talk to each individual one. And, he's going to get himself killed, because there are saviors all over the place, right? All over the perimeter of Hilltop, Alexandria Kingdom, and the other, Oceanside and all that. There are saviors everywhere, and Daryl is switching from the kingdom to Hilltop, and then he's going to Hilltop, most likely to Alexandria, probably in the last couple episodes. So he is a target, like, just 24/7. It's insane. Even if he's safe in one community, the only community he'd be safe in would be the kingdom, and not even anymore, because the kingdom are starting to really, really not understand the saviors, and that's why Ezekiel's deciding to fight. So I could see Daryl getting captured as well, because there are just so many saviors around. I think, honestly, unfortunately, it's bound to happen, and I hope they don't kill Daryl, because that would be a huge season finale. But I don't think they're gonna do it. I don't think they have the guts like Spencer. Right? So, anyway, I think Spencer has the biggest guts out of anybody in the show, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm losing track of the discussion topic now. Anyway, write your comments below. And will he capture both if they do get ratted out? It's possible they don't even get ratted out. But I'm going to say they probably will, to be honest with you. I think maybe they could, and then we could have something pretty big. Or maybe about another 50%, maybe 40%. Them not getting ratted out, because I could see it going either way. But yeah, I could really see it going either way. But anyway, or could it just be Daryl that gets captured, because maybe they leave Maggie alone because she's pregnant and all this different stuff. So maybe they, that's kind of dark. So maybe they'd want to keep her back at the Hilltop, mainly because she's a woman, she's pregnant, she just lost her husband. I would, if I were Simon, I would keep her there, even if she did get ratted out. But Daryl, if you were a savior, you would, you'd take Daryl. And we'll have to see if he takes Dr. Carson, too. So, man, this is insane, man. Everything's building up, and I feel like somebody's going to get killed, and it's not going to be good, and it better not be Daryl. So, anyway, I don't think it will be, though. To be honest with you, I think it's either going to be Sasha or Rosita that's going to die at the end of this year. Yeah. If you liked the video, please thumb up below, and I'll see you guys really, really soon for another discussion topic of The Walking Dead. I'll see you guys really soon. Peace.